and she is back. And shout out to my bookie Lexi. If you know, you know. I can't tell you.
Period, bitch. Period.
This is just a reminder to continue to drink your water and stay hydrated, because nutrients and health is key. Period.
Period.
So anyways, let's just get right into it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. So today we're going to talk about something that's like dear to my heart. Like, it's something that I was a little iffy about wanting to talk about because it's so dear to my heart. But I felt like there may be some girls like me or people like me who are going through this thing and they're literally in the same shoes as me, don't know what to do, don't know what's going on. They're just trying to just basically figure this shit out, just like me, baby, just like me. We try to figure this shit out. But it's just like I said, it's real dear to my heart. So we're just gonna get right into it and just go from there. So anyways, your girl has epilepsy. And if you do not know what epilepsy is, it is basically like a disorder in which you have, how do I explain this in the best way? Because listen, I'm not no doctor. I'm not about that, and I'm not Google, so we ain't about to sit here and give you no like scientific ass explanation. So let me see. I'm trying to think. So let's say say you have a doll, and your doll has 3 batteries. And out of the 3 batteries, one of them has a little screw that isn't connected to the other screw all the way. So it causes it to malfunction sometimes. That would 5 stars, 10 out of 10.
Girl, shut the fuck up. You thought you ate that? Bitch,
I love that explanation. That was beautiful. Like, I'm copyright now. I'm putting that on the shirt. Yeah. I've had epilepsy since May of last year. And basically, how I found out and was officially diagnosed, was when I had my second seizure in September. But I had my first seizure in May of 2023. And it just caused me to just feel.
3 hours later.
So after I had my first seizure, I really didn't acknowledge it as much as I just didn't really acknowledge it. It was just like I had a seizure and I wasn't really having the symptoms anymore, or I wasn't having the mini seizures as what they would call them. And what consists of the mini seizures and what I was having probably 2 to 3 months before I had my first seizure in May of 2023, I was having auras, and what they are like deja vu sensations, where it's like you're in a place where you see something and you smell it, you can damn near taste it depending on what it's giving. But it's not like it's in real life time, or it's like in front of you. It's not like a hallucination or something that's like physically in front of you.
No tea, no shade, no pink lemonade.
It's like more so of like a
3 hours later.
Oh my gosh, y'all, say hi to King, because he just has to be in the video. Hi, Binky. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. After I had the first one, it was just kind of like, I don't know, I didn't really think about it. It wasn't nothing that was, I thought about it, but it wasn't nothing that was like heavy on my mind. I tried to really just keep it in the back of my head, for real, push it away. And then after, when I had my second seizure, I wasn't on any medication or anything. I felt like I was okay. I wasn't really worried about it. So when I had my second seizure in September. And that was like around the beginning of September, maybe about 2 weeks before my birthday, 2-3 weeks before my birthday. Yeah, it's like the beginning of September. And I just remember having those aura feelings the whole day, and I couldn't eat anything. Like, I did not feel good. And it was just like the taste of food was just not good at all. It was not giving. No matter what I ate, it was not good. That was the first time I ever had a seizure by myself. And I just remember waking up in a pool of sweat, and King was licking my face. And the only reason why I knew that I had a seizure is because I bit the inside of my mouth, and I woke up hysteric. Like, I got up fast. Like, I got up so fast, and I ran that bedroom, and I was like, and babe, I think I had a seizure. And I just started crying. Like, I was like going ballistic, y'all. Like, I was just like, what the fuck? And I've had a total of 3 seizures altogether, and my third seizure was last Sunday. And this seizure was different. It's like every seizure I had, it's different. Like, this seizure was different because I had it when, I'm sorry. I usually get my seizures in my sleep. Okay, so this one was really different because I didn't get this. I had this one when I was conscious. And it was a regular day. I went out with my dad, had brunch. It was a good day. Like, I was in good spirits. We was good. And I came home, and I remember just sitting in my bed, and I just started getting those aura feelings. And it wasn't even like I had them all day. It was like I had probably a series of them twice. And I just remember waking up, and my boyfriend was like helping me get up and taking me out the house and telling me, like, you had a seizure, we're going to the hospital. So I had this one, kind of was weirder because of the simple fact that the recovery was different. Like, this time I did actually give myself a couple like cuts and bruises, which is like common. So that wasn't anything big, but it was just like mentally the recovery was a little different. And it wasn't like I was sad or depressed or anything. It was just like when I came home, it was a new experience. I felt like I had to get comfortable in home again. The sound, the smells, the lights, everything was just overwhelming to a certain extent. So I had to just take it a step at a time. This was the first time I was like actually working when I had a seizure, like a full-blown on big, what they call tonic-clonic seizure, which is the jerking. And it made me realize just a lot about my disability. And it wasn't the fact that I had to realize a lot, it was the fact that I was forced to acknowledge it. We're going to get into a couple questions I had to answer for this video. A couple of my viewers or my supporters, my babies, thank you. We're just going to go from there. So the first question is, how has having epilepsy made me feel? And honestly, having epilepsy, I don't really know how it makes me feel fully. Like, one day I wake up and I feel like I can't, like, I'm not able to do anything. Like, I get scared. There's certain days where I'm scared. And there's certain days where I feel like it's a superpower. It's something that keeps me going. It's something that constantly empowers me. At first, now, I feel like now, due to the fact that I have acknowledged it, it's just a weird process for me, because it's like I'm sad, but I'm happy. I'm relieved because I know what's going on. I'm understanding it more. It's like I feel every emotion at once. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. I feel like I feel every emotion at once. The second question: how has epilepsy affected my life? So basically the biggest thing, and it's not really a big effect, was that like I can't drive, or like I can't do certain jobs and stuff like that, but it wasn't giving my lifestyle anyways. Like, I don't know, everybody always says like, and I always say myself that I was never going to drive. Like, before I even got diagnosed with epilepsy, I was not driving. Listen, it was to the point where I went to go get my permit. I was driving. Like, when I had to, I was driving, and I had my car. I had Miss Betsy. Me and Miss Betsy was out. And I miss Miss Betsy. I'm not going cap. I miss Miss Betsy bad. Like, me and her had some good adventures together. We was riding illegally 30, like, period. Period! Like, we was out. But, that's really basically it. Like, I really don't drive anyways. I never really want to drive. Like, let me tell you something. It's giving, I'm going to be a rich auntie. I'm getting chauffeurs. Once that chauffeur money hits, just know I'm pulling up in a black, what's it called? SUV?
Are you dumb?
A black SUV. All black tints. With the leather seats.
I'm rich.
Like, I just know that, yeah, because that's the lifestyle it's giving. It really hasn't affected my life at all. Like, because I really wasn't, the stuff that I couldn't do, that I can't do now, I wasn't doing before. So it's really like, it's so crazy because it's really not that. And I'm thankful at the same time, like, no matter even how I joke about me driving, I'm happy that I didn't get my license and that I am not driving. And if you do not have your license and you do have epilepsy, do not be behind that wheel. I am not encouraging you to be behind that wheel. That's not what we're going to do. I'm just saying, I'm gonna just throw that in there. Do not be behind that wheel, because we'd rather be safe than sorry. And that was the thing that I was going to say, is that I'm thankful that I really didn't get my license, because imagine if I was behind the wheel, and I'm thankful that I wasn't put in that position, or even could be a possibility. Let's just get to the next question. But yeah, it hasn't really affected my life that bad. How has epilepsy affected my family? Honestly, one day we're going to sit down and we're going to ask them, okay? Because that's a good question. I really don't know. I feel like it's new to me. It's new to them. They love me. They care about me. They want to make sure I'm good. Like, my family checks on me. They make sure I'm okay. They know that it's not nothing like I'm going to be gone tomorrow. Like, I'm good. I'm living life. We're good. And one day I'm gonna definitely bring them on here, and we're gonna talk about how it affects them, because that's a good question, because I want to know how it affects them as well. Are there any precautions that I take? Okay, so now I have been creating a certain safety list or precaution list that I am going to share with my close family and friends and people at my job and stuff like that. Like, I'm considering getting like a bracelet or something that just has something on it, now to the fact that I know that I get them not just in my sleep. Having something on my wrist just to have that precautionary measure of if something does happen, I have something on me to let it be known that I do have epilepsy, and to here is what you should do. And then also another thing is that I really don't go outside by myself. When I do, like yesterday I went outside by myself, but I wasn't like, I was around people. Like I was interacting with people. It's like, it wasn't like something, and I let it be known. Like I was letting people know that I was around, that I did have epilepsy. Like I went to go get my hair done, went to go get my nails done. Like I had a little nice self-love day yesterday, and go onto my TikTok and go see my little mini vlog on there. I'm gonna put all my information at the bottom so y'all can check that out though. But it wasn't like, I feel like if I'm going out, just having a buddy system, but I don't really go outside that much. If I'm going outside, I'm usually with someone anyways. And like I said, going outside by myself is giving like a self-love day. And when I'm doing self-love day, it's a consistent person that I'm with. Like the person who did my hair, she's going to be the same person doing my wigs from now on. Person who does my braids, they're going to be doing my braids. If it's not me, they're going to be doing my braids consistently. Like they're going to know. My sister does my braids, so she knows, and it's not like something that it's already put together basically. Another thing is that I'm very clumsy. So I have been considering putting like pads on like sharp corners, like things that I can hit my head. Because in the kitchen, I hit my head a lot on my cabinets. And I'm not going to lie. I am clumsy. I will literally leave a cabinet open and forget that I had it open because I was going to grab another seasoning out, and literally boom, right in my head, done. Like it's the period. Like no, I am thinking about that, and also like just keeping records of my seizures. Like now I have a record of just having all my seizures and just how I felt after them, the symptoms, any type of effects, if I had any physical cuts or bruises or anything, just so I can just keep a record of it. It's like kind of the precautions that I want to take. Also, I think that I'm going to like create a list for like my job, or if I'm just going out somewhere, to just give or just have like in a place like where I work at, when I start when I go into my boutique, not necessarily like my boutique, but where I'm making my clothes, I just want to have those documents in certain places just so I can have them just in case. Am I afraid? Yes, I'm afraid, and no, I'm not afraid. It's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel everything. Like, I'm afraid because, like, at the same time, anything can happen. Like, of course I'm afraid. I'm scared. I'm scared as fuck, honestly. Like, what keeps me comforted is knowing just as long as I take care of myself, I keep those precautions, I let everybody around me know what's going on, and I just, like I said, consistently take care of yourself. Make sure you're taking your medicine. Keep that schedule. Like, my biggest goal is to be healthy, to make sure that I don't put myself in positions or situations where I do cause harm, or I have put myself in a seizure or an aura or something. Like, but at the same time, they could just happen. But it just makes you feel more, it makes me feel more comforted knowing that it's just as long as I take care of myself, I will be okay. And if it comes down the line where something happens, I have the right resources to go to, and I trust those resources. Is there anything that I cannot do? So listen, honestly, my answer was going to be no, but I was doing my research. And there are some things that I can't do, y'all. Like, they are trying to, because I was talking about vacations. I'm trying to plan my vacations, and it's giving, they don't want me to do anything. Let me just read off these little lists for you, okay? Scuba diving, rock climbing, skydiving. It's giving trip to Jamaica is over. the Caribbean and just live my best tropical Caribbean life.
Big bumbo class, big bubbles in my head. I'm sexy girl, let's say she want to give me head.
And it's giving, y'all don't want me to do nothing. It's giving, y'all don't want me to do anything. Y'all don't want me to do nothing. Also, like I was saying, when I was doing my research, I was looking into just finding out people who do have epilepsy and just trying to find those resources or those connect groups, or just those people who are going through what you're going through and understand what you're going through and can help you have a better understanding of what you're going through. And y'all, let me give you this list of people that have celebrities that have epilepsy. And I bet y'all didn't know. I bet y'all didn't know. I bet y'all a like, comment, and subscribe that y'all didn't know. Y'all ready? Prince. Prince in them heels, flashing lights. It's giving rock star. This is somebody that a lot of people know because when he did pass, it did go like mainstream. He was like one of our, I'm gonna tell y'all, Cameron boys. Because I'm about to say, because if I say actor, y'all gonna know exactly who I'm talking about. I feel like y'all gonna know who I'm talking about. And Cameron Boyce was a person who had epilepsy as well. He passed from a seizure. It just made me feel like when I found out I had epilepsy, the first person I thought of was him. And it didn't scare me, but it just gave me comfort, just knowing, just like, oh, there was somebody that I know that had it. And another person, Lil Wayne.
A millionaire, I'm a young money millionaire, tougher than Nigerian hair.
Like, for real, Lil Wayne. I need you to just relax and take care of yourself and just, we're rooting for you, okay? And then another person is Danny Glover. Yes, Danny Glover, y'all. And last but not least, Elton John. Like, do y'all know? It's giving the elites. So, just so you know, like, and another celebrity is Sione Anaya. That's basically all that I really wanted to get into with the whole just epilepsy and just having those resources and just knowing that there are people out there that are going through the same thing that you are going through and you are not alone. If you are in the Pittsburgh region, I will be dropping some local groups, some hotlines, some places that you can reach out to. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And always remember that the best thing that you can be is you, honey. And that's on. Period. On myself.